welcome to my channel, Sacred Intuition, and wow, we are doing a check-in, and the question is, what is happening in this connection? But we're not only going to look at what is happening right now and what is going to happen potentially in the future, but we're also looking as to what happened in the past, so that you immediately know whether this message is for you and if it's worthwhile for you to continue watching, right? I've decided that I'm going to use the Autumn deck by Hetty Thorn for the masculine side, and the Summer deck by Hetty Thorn for the feminine energy. Now get this, I always split the deck and then shuffle it. No way. Wait for it. Judgment was underneath the deck, and the Six of Cups where I split it. Why is this relevant? Underneath the deck for the feminine is the Hierophant. And get this, Judgment, where I split the deck. So what I'm getting, oh, interesting, Queen of Wands, okay. So the feminine energy is really stepping into the Queen of Wands energy. Often also referred to as like Black Cat energy. But nonetheless, that is not relevant. There is judgment being called on this specific connection. And there's also judgment, divine timing, when it comes to a reunion or the soul bond that you are sharing, okay? I just wanted to have this here. I'm going to shuffle it on camera so that you see. They're so stiff. Like those decks are super stiff. So it's ending at the Six of Cups. That's okay. I'm going to put it over here. Let's shuffle it. Ay. Okay. That is not very... Yeah. Okay. So first of all, we are also going to use the decks from Nadine Breitenstein. We are going to use the What is Blocking Them, the Talk to Me deck, volume 3, to find out what was blocking the person on your mind, the masculine energy, or flip it around, whether you maybe resonate with the masculine energy, that's fine as well. What was blocking here in the past, and then we're going to see what was blocking you, because in any relationship there's always two to tango, right? So we're gonna dive straight into it, and yeah, let's see. They're massive, those cards, and I have very, very small hands. Just to show you, I cannot shuffle it like this. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how to shuffle it. Well, that's good enough. All right, let's get started. Let's see what was blocking the masculine energy in the past. And I'm actually not 100% sure how I want to do this, but we're gonna do it like this. Well, something was crooked, most definitely. And there was a lot of blockages. The masculine energy. Fear. I have fear. What are the other... Oh, no way. What are the others thinking and insecurity? What the heck? It just stopped recording. What is going on? Okay. Anyway, I don't know where it stopped. So I'm gonna start right here. We are doing what's happening in this connection. I guess now I have to cut it together because the other information was also relevant. Anyway, moving forward. Why was it stopped? That is so wild. It literally stopped recording, and it wasn't that I was being called by anyone. That would actually stop the recording. But anyway, so I was about to say, we have the solar plexus chakra, we have the root chakra, and we have the crown chakra all three of them were blocked when it comes to your person, like when it comes to the past. So this person was fearful because they did know that they were your dream person that you wanted to be with. Your true love. And normally that is a beautiful compliment that someone can give you, right? This is what it literally says on here. But for this person, it was this pure stress and caused so much anxiety to actually, to maybe disappoint you. And not to be able to fulfill your expectations of them. And now you might be saying, well, I didn't actually expect that much. Yeah, but still, this person is dealing with emotions obviously different than you do. And that is fine. And we're looking at what has been blocking them in the past. So, and they were also fearful that you might also just let go of them and start rejecting them at some point, because you would be like, oh yeah, well, someone better is coming along. I know this is probably not going to happen and it might trigger you, but this is how they felt. Okay. Okay. They were actually afraid that this was just a fleeting emotion that you had, that it wasn't something that was long lasting, something that was dependable, because they experienced something like this before and they swore to themselves that they never wanted to experience that ever again. And this past experience actually manifested this mindset, this belief that they're not good enough. No matter what they do, whatever they achieve, they're just not good enough. That is what they are believing now. And that they're replaceable and exchangeable. Yeah. And sadly, their fear was bigger than the love that they have for you. Yeah. When we split the deck, we saw that they were also worried about what other people were thinking about it. Let me have a quick read through. This is so wild. Okay, so technically, there's nothing better or more beautiful that they could imagine than being in a relationship with you. But they were also aware that it would require a lot of change from them. And they were probably fearful that you might not get accepted in their social environment by their friends, family, work colleagues, whatever, because you would be the new one, right? And maybe for some of you, if you're dealing with a third party situation, of course, then maybe you are the one who's breaking a pre-existing relationship apart, or you're helping the person to move on from an already broken relationship that they might have already separated from, but there's still something lingering because they might have children together, whatever it might be. Okay. Of course, that could be also like a difference in like where you're coming from, social status, religion, age. Yeah. That could have also made these thoughts more protruding and difficult for them. And this is why this person thought that they might have to restructure the whole life. And this is something that they really had to put a lot of thought in, whether they really felt comfortable doing that. And obviously, since you're currently not together, or you didn't come together, obviously they were not willing to do and create this change, right? The crown chakra talks about like insecurity. That is so funny. Even though they have this love for you, and they did think about how to incorporate you in their life, even though they had a lot of fears and worries. Look, they were not 100% sure if you are truly the one for them. Even though you would be the perfect partner for them, it's exactly this realization coupled with their insecurity that is basically trying to push you away. Like that is them trying to push you away and to distance themselves as far as possible. And even if they present themselves as very confident and self-assured, there are a lot of fears because they were not listening to their inner voice. So basically, what was required or would have been required is that you actually speak your mind so that they would have that, the clarity, I guess. But of course, that is very challenging. And it might have actually felt for you like a hopeless and endless battle. But it says that in the end, it would be actually, worthwhile, your time. Let's see. Tell us a little bit about their energy, because they were fearful whether they could trust their own emotions, whether they could trust you. Yeah, Three of Cups. Like, honestly, holy crap. Three of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they were definitely in their head about what their community would be saying to this. 100%. Yeah. Because, and with the Nine of Pentacles, I really get that this is your energy, because they were in their head, first of all, whether this is just a good time, is like this connection with you, whether it's just here for a good time or a long time. And also they saw your worth and they weren't sure whether you could, whether you would be the death of them, right? The ending. Oh, crazy. Okay. I actually am guided to stop it right here because that is a complete confirmation of what we just picked up. I'm going to move this a little bit down. And yes, I'm going to have to pack these cards away because otherwise I'm not going to be able to, or do I layer them? I might layer them. Okay, let's see. Let's ask what was actually like blocking you maybe in the past. What was blocking you? What was blocking you? Oh, you were being a coward, and also the solar plexus. Maybe you were struggling, obviously you were, to really give in to the emotions and to really embrace those desires that you're feeling, because you were afraid that you were just making this up in your mind and that it would just like pop like a bubble. Oh, wow. But it could also be that you also had that perception from them that they were only embracing this connection for a very short period of time. And this is obviously what made you also very fearful. It's interesting that fear was the main blockage in the past for both of you. So maybe they also, even though this is your blockage, I think it was blocking you because this person really tried to keep it very surface level. Because you cannot make this up. Because they're not trusting their own emotions. Because they're not trusting their intuition. And therefore acted childish towards you or immature. And this is what caused a lot of question marks within yourself. Like basically it questioned you, the whole thing. Like their fear literally blocked. Yeah, and you had a blockage of fearing that you would not be good enough. And this is so interesting because the solar plexus is literally linked to our confidence. Okay. Yeah. The overwhelmed heart and not being good enough. Oh, wow. Yeah, your blockage was that for some reason, like their behavior made you question your own self-worth. And this is what blocked you because it kind of prevented you from actually be in your full power. What does it say? Yeah, you felt like this person that you connected to was completely overwhelmed by your situation. Because on one hand, you felt that they wanted to take the next step. But then you noticed that they would always come up with excuses as to why it wouldn't work. And that there could not be a happy ending. And there were only blockages to be seen. There were always difficulties, even though they came out of nowhere. And that obviously planted this belief in you that you were actually saying, okay, well, if I would be the love of their life, then they wouldn't look for all the problems, even if there was not actually a fight, but still, they actually always maybe also picked a fight just to push you away. And obviously that blocked you because you also didn't know what to do about it. So what was the energy of the past? Like what blocked? Yeah, King of Pentacles. Okay, honestly, there were so many interferences because the video stopped again. So I have to repeat it because I'm not sure it is on here. I said the King of Pentacles and the Devil, it's double Capricorn energy. And Capricorn energy can be quite extreme. Can be someone who's very successful, but it's also someone who... oh, wow. I'm picking up like a strong codependency and some resistance. Yeah. It's so interesting because even on your side, I pick up a lot of their energy. That not to pass the blame. No, I'm not doing that. But your blockages actually manifested and solidified due to what you got mirrored back from this person. Because I'm hearing it was highly unreliable, highly unstable as to what was happening. And there was a lot of focus on the material and a strong resistance and giving into temptations and giving into the worldly, maybe being overly rational. Wow. Wow. Okay. That is wild. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We're gonna move into what is actually currently happening with the person on your mind, and where is it likely going towards at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna pack this away. And yes, I'm also gonna use these cards again. Because if they want to come out, I'm sure they will. Yeah. In the present moment, there's a lot of juggling going on. And yeah, and for you, there's also a lot of contemplation. So someone is trying to find the balance, the masculine energy is. Okay, so What is the development? What is the left? Okay. Ooh. Oh, I don't know how you call this actually in English. Zitterpartie. Something that is very uncertain, right? I'm not 100% sure because that would mean, okay, you know what? No, I'm going to stick to it. I want to lift it. This is so interesting. Okay. So what is currently the energy? It is what it is. Well, that sounds more like it. But now or never is underneath the deck. It is what it is. The person that you're dealing with is someone who's taking care of themselves, yeah. Maybe it could be a trendsetter, someone who's a fashionista, I don't know. Someone who's really taking care of their body. And this person is like putting a lot of focus on luxury and the outer looks. No way! You got to be kidding me. Obviously, you are not their typical type. I know, this is triggering. So you are most likely quite upset and disappointed because they basically rejected you and exchanged you for someone else. And the lesson here is that joy and true happiness is actually not coming from anything material, anything from the outside, but it's actually found inside. And this person also is now learning that if they continue to be stuck in this energy, that you will actually lose interest and might be moving on to someone else that is not treating you as superficial. And the question is whether you can forgive them for being the way they are. Oh, wow. I feel like in the present moment, this person is going back and forth with a juggling energy. And I actually don't feel guided to get any more. Except I'm taking the bottom. Now or never, it's this person on your mind is taking themselves like a timeout to rebalance themselves. Makes sense with the Two of Pentacles. They might suffer from burnout. It's possible. Well, you are actually quite in a very relaxed state. And you are keeping your balance. Your presence, you, the viewer, is actually being experienced as very warm and nice. No way. This is so interesting because I have to read it differently. Not literally how it's written on the cards, but this person has been realizing that they treated you very superficially, that they rejected you and tried to replace you with someone else. But now they're realizing that this has been very superficial, and whatever they were giving into has not been fulfilling them. And now they are trying to like rebalance and refocus themselves. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What's happening in the current situation? What's happening in this connection? That's a very intriguing read, if you ask me. The High Priestess, someone is going within, because the High Priestess is very connected with their intuition. Yeah, Five of Swords. Oh, that someone is still fighting with their intuition. Oh, that's interesting. That's intriguing, if you ask me. Someone is still fighting when it comes to their intuition. And but they might also be conflicted about some secrets that they are having. Okay. What is the secret about? What is it? Death. They're keeping it secret that they are actually, they're changing, but you don't know anything about it. I'm hearing I'm just a shadow of myself, but still they want to be the knight on the like the knight in shining armor on their white horse, the prince on the white horse. Yeah, because they want to bring in justice, but that's their secret. And they're still conflicted. They're still... Okay. How about the now or never energy? What else is happening here in the present? Yeah. They want to take action, but only once they regain that confidence of the Queen of Wands, and once they feel stable to actually move forward with the Three of Wands and to give this Ace of Pentacles. Still feel that that they are not ready yet, okay? Alrighty. Okay. Where's your energy? Ooh, bound. Okay. Oh, that is interesting. Even though this person thinks that you are the calm and most balanced person in this universe, it seems like you are also kind of trapped and nervous in your own energy field. Wait, what's underneath your deck? Seven of Pentacles. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles is a very slow and very calm energy. And of course, if you're contemplating, you're not really moving. And it's, even though it's not a sword energy, I really feel like you're very much in your head. How about bound? Ooh. There might be some negative influence. And you might also be feeling this negative influence around the person on your mind. And it seems to be also too much. You might also have like, and I just commented on a comment from you guys, you can also feel those physical symptoms. Like you can pick up on the person that you're connected to, on their emotions and physical symptoms sometimes. And maybe this is also making you feel kind of bound because you're kind of bound to this person. No way. Even your no, you've got to be kidding me. You might suffer with like skin irritation, with like the bowel system, like maybe you've had like some food poisoning symptoms, the flu, that kind of stomach flu, right? And it could also like affect your kidneys. And the lesson here is to maybe think about having therapy to free yourself from this overburdening sensation. What you know is that this is not meant to influence your everyday life. And of course, I mean, if you are picking up on that energy, which has been quite a lot, because I mean, that is this conflict. And obviously this person is dealing this on their own, because look, it's not a conflict that they're having with someone else. They are going to battle by themselves with that truth. They are struggling with the truth. But they're on their way. And for you, yeah, you might be feeling that they are also going through something very heavy at this moment. No way! Yeah, oh my God, this is so wild. This is so gonna resonate with one of my subscribers. With like, I don't know your true name, so It literally talks about pain and bodily symptoms. Like the person might have also pain and bodily symptoms, and I guess it seems like you might be picking up on it. While you, on the other side, might be very loud, very restless, you're talking a lot about this person, and you can't keep anything to yourself. Well, this person is dealing with this on their own. Holy shit. I did not continue the reading before I said this with the Five of Swords. And I mean, the Five of Swords in like other decks, it's completely different. So now I'm kind of intrigued to see how does the Five of Swords look here in this deck. How does it look? Once. Now I'm like really interested whether we can find it. Dum 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 dum. Five of Pentacles. Look, what a difference. Spot the difference? Spot the difference. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. But you're gonna come out victorious. I don't know why I was guided to actually pick the last one and then put it. Yeah, anyway. And what you are actually doing right now is to really focus on yourself and taking care of yourself. To actually basically coming unbound. That is so interesting because I have to like really interpret these cards that are so straightforward. Yeah. Well, what's the present energy? What are you feeling when it comes to this connection? What's going on? Eight of Cups. You're walking away. You're walking away from feeling bound. Yes. You are walking away from the Three of Swords. You are freeing yourself from any kind of disappointment. Can you make this up? No freaking way. This is what is going on presently, okay? Yeah, you are finding your strength. And what's this card? And you begin anew with the Page of Pentacles. You might be also nurturing your inner child. Yeah, you're healing. You're literally healing with a star. How incredible is this? But you know what I love? And this is what I like about how you're mirroring each other. You're both doing the work separate from one another. Very separate. You both are feeling one another. I feel like you are more aware of it than they are. But whatever superficial things that they used to kind of distract themselves, I don't think this is working anymore. And they're taking care of themselves, as do you. So are you. Yeah, so are you. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what is going to happen in the future. Yeah, but this person is going for the dreams because with the moon here. Yeah. Let's see. Wow, I'm amazed by this message in itself. Okay, so what is going to happen? Are you ready? Okay. Person on your mind. Person on your mind. What's going to happen? Yes, breaking out. Awesome. And you know what? I feel guided to do it like this. And get your card immediately as well. And everything as well. Awesome. Very good. And it's still the question, are you ready? Whew, that is the future potential. I love it. So, breaking out. Breaking. No way. Ooh, the person on your mind and your heart and your soul is going to open up and will take action towards you slowly. okay? Right now, they are still very passive and is taking their time and letting everything unfold. But this person, no way, this is so wild. This message is so unique, like uniquely on point. It is picking up everything that we picked up. Everything that blocked you from the past is now being resolved in the future. It literally says they are letting go of like societal norms, dogma, emotional threats, whatever, right? Of their private environment, like their social circle. And they're going to free themselves from anything that is tying them down. And this person is going to cut old ties and to let go of them forever. They know who and what is not good for them. And they're finally ready to give this up, to finally breathe and laugh again. It says minimum 3 weeks up to 3 months, maximum 4 to 5 months. How positive is that? Can you, wow. With you, what's happening for you, like 4 months, it's like, and winter, well, it's not going to be winter in 4 months. You are being told you don't have to be in your mind anymore. You don't have to worry. If the person on your mind is still like thinking about you and feels for you, and whatever those thoughts are, whether good or bad, they are going to be positive. Be calm and remove that negative repeating cycle that you're going through your mind. And even if there might be a misunderstanding, or even if there was a misunderstanding or some fallout, this situation is going to receive the clarity that you're seeking, because you both are going to reconcile and speak about it and resolve it. Can you make this up? Holy flip. This is beautiful. Okay. Future energy of the masculine energy. So they're going to break out. So what's the future energy? The Tower. This person all of a sudden is going to break their silence. They're going to speak their truth. Yeah. After this transformation is taking place. Okay. And it seems like this is going to happen quite unexpected. And 16 weeks. Isn't that 4 months as well? Okay, but why the 8 of Swords? Yeah, oh, wow. You know what the Tower is coming down with the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles, this holding back and this mental entrapment. What is this King of Swords speaking? This King of Swords actually wants to have an equal give and take. They want to heal this with the Temperance card. They want to heal what they held back from before. Okay? That's powerful, because they want this 10 of Cups. They want this reconciliation as much as you do. Putting it here. All right. With you, everything's well. What is going to be the future energy? 3 of Pentacles. You're going to work together. You're going to work it out. All right. Yeah. There is action that is being taken. All is well. Yeah. You're also finding in your strength. And there's also, this is very peaceful and eye to eye. Yeah. There's this new beginning in form of the Page of Pentacles. How about the 3 of Pentacles? What are you working on? What are you working on? No way. The 10 of Pentacles. What are you finding your strength to work on this? Finding the strength to work on this together. And how about the Page of Pentacles? I'm hearing that for some of you, it's going to be, wow, it's the Page of Wands. It might be a child that is going to be received as well. And you are in this Empress energy. Beautiful. Nurturing, receiving, welcoming. Wow, this is beautiful. And this is obviously for anyone who actually wants their person back and who actually still believes that a reconciliation will bring a positive result. Wowzers. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here. Very interesting read. And yeah, get ready because I'm gonna start a new series, and I'm going to call them like the Sacred Soul Talk, the Sacred Soul Blockages, the Sacred Soul, how did I call this? Can't remember. Desires and Sacred Soul Ties. This is what it's going to be called. Yeah, get ready for it, and I'm excited. And if you vibe, please hit like and subscribe, and until next time, take care, bye bye.